guys, what's up? Welcome back, and if you guys are new here, then welcome. My name is Frida, and I'm so thrilled that you decided to check out today's video. I'm going to be doing another tutorial using the Blue Blood eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I obviously did a blue eyeshadow tutorial, and this time it's actually going to be a neutral look with this palette, which is kind of crazy. But as you guys know, I like to kind of do that with a lot of colorful palettes of mine. So I'm going to be doing that for you guys. It's gonna be a really neutral, really beautiful look with that. It's something I've been doing almost every single day this week. But before I jump into the tutorial, I just want to apologize. This little guy right here decided to make an appearance, and he is just taking over. So we're just all right, we're loving it. And then my nails also are back to looking disgusting because they have all broken off, and I just decided it was time for a break, and my poor little fingernails are just hurting so bad. So I am just letting them heal, letting them rest, giving them a break. We're gonna go ahead and get started in today's video, and I'm jumping in like right now, like right this second. So I'm going to start by using the Milk Hydrogrip primer. I've actually never used this on my channel before, but I got this little tester version, not even tester, it's like a travel version. This is not a tester. This cost me money, a lot of it, for this little small bottle, but I have been enjoying it. You guys can literally see my skin sticking to my hand. Like, that's how sticky this primer is. So it makes me feel as though it's definitely gripping onto my foundation, like it claims that it does. But now moving on to foundation. Normally I would just start with my eyes and then do my face, but he's gotta go. I gotta do something about that. He's bothering me, and I'm sure he's bothering all of you. So I'm just gonna move right along to foundation. I'm using the Nars Lumen, why do I not know what this is called? I'm like done with it. This is a Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade L4. As you guys can see, I am out of this foundation, so I'm just scraping what I can onto my face, but have no worries. I already have my new backup in my drawer, but I'm just trying to use up everything because it is pretty pricey. It's like a $50 foundation, so I got my backup when I got a 20% off coupon. Shit. Dang it, man. That's unfortunate. Anyways, I got my 20% off coupon from Ulta, so I used that to get that foundation for 20% off because it's expensive. $50 is a lot for a foundation, especially when I love my drugstore foundations. But this is one of those that I do feel like is actually worth the price. It just makes my skin look so smooth. It lasts all day long. I just love it so much. My dog is literally snoring in the background. Can anyone else hear that? So now for concealer, I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I have been using this a lot lately and just trying to get used to a more affordable concealer, and this one is the closest that I've found besides the new e.l.f. 16-hour like camo concealer or something. I think that's what it's called. That one's really, really good too. So I've just been trying to find like more affordable products, and so far this one and the e.l.f. one are really, really awesome. So just putting that everywhere that I normally would. Some on my eyelids. And I'm just using my beauty blender. I'm not trying to focus a ton on the skin and foundation just because I do want mostly the focus to be on the Blue Blood palette, but you guys always ask me to include the skin part, so I always like to because I am always switching out my products, but I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through them. Now to set my face, I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder, and I like to apply that with a brush. And if you guys have been here, you know I like using my Morphe Y11 brush, so I just take a little bit on the cap. I hate this container more than anything. It's probably the stupidest container for something, so I'm just going to take a little bit on here and kind of just press it where I put the concealer. For bronzer, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic Omega Bronzer. I have been using this a ton lately just because I am trying to get my money's worth out of it. I don't think it's a bad bronzer by any means, but in my opinion, I have definitely had like equal, if not better, formula from the drugstore. So to me, I just don't think it's worth the price. It's not a bad bronzer. It's just like I've found things that are just the same, if not better, for a quarter of the price, so. The next item I'm going in with is blush, and this is the Nars Orgasm. Obviously, this is the little travel version of it. I don't have the full size just because I wanted to kind of test it out myself and see how I like it before I bought it. And I was not one of those people that jumped on the bandwagon a couple years ago when Orgasm was like the biggest thing ever, but I am actually really obsessed with this blush. I just don't go through blush as much, or highlighter or bronzer, anything like that. I feel like powder products are really hard to go through. So I just really like getting travel size versions of it because I feel like you get that really good bang for your buck. Unfortunately, this one is actually broken. Like this lid just kind of comes off. So I have to be really careful with that. I honestly really do love this blush. I feel like it goes perfect with any look, and corally blushes are just my favorite. And this isn't too corally, like this is a really pretty pink color. For our highlighter today, I'm using the OFRA Cosmetics Rodeo Drive Highlight. This is one of my favorite ones, which it doesn't look like it because this isn't the new packaging, but I literally bought this, like, I swear the day they changed the packaging, so I am obsessed. This is my second one. I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with some Fix Plus, and then I'm going to quickly do my brows with the Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit, shade number 2. I'll do that off camera because it's nothing special. And then we'll get started with the Blue Blood palette. You guys in so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with this first shade right here, which is called Celebrity Skin. And I'm going to build that up right into my crease using a Sigma E25 brush. I'm gonna build that shade up on my outer corner and then in my crease as well. I'm gonna take a little bit of that Celebrity Skin shade down here on my lower lashes and just kind of smoke it out. Now the next shade that I'm taking is Untouchable, which is this baby pink shade right there. And I'm going to actually use that to kind of diffuse the outer corners and the outer edges of that Celebrity Skin shade. So just kind of going back and forth right on top of what we just did, just to kind of soften it up on the outer edges. These two shades together actually created more of like a mauve-y tone, which I really, really like. So again, I'm doing the same thing down here. Now the next shade that I'm taking is Power, which is the kind of grayish shade inside of this palette. And I'm going to take that on this same Sigma E25 brush that I was taking Celebrity Skin with. But I'm just gonna really focus that on the outer corner and just kind of, I am going to be mixing Celebrity Skin right on top of that, just so it looks a little bit more natural and neutral rather than putting such like a grayish bluish tone on there. So I'll take a little bit of Celebrity Skin now on top. So that way it's more of like a true gray rather than a blue gray. Now going back in with Untouchable and the E38 brush from Sigma, I'm just kind of diffusing the outer edges again. Just adding some pink back into that look. You guys could honestly just leave it like this and add that wealthy white shade onto the inner corner, and it would totally just complete this look, but I'm actually going to cut out the inner corner using just a Wet n Wild little flat concealer brush, and I'm going to use the Milani concealer and just kind of carve it out as a base for whatever else we're doing. Right on top of where we just carved out that crease, I kind of want to add a little bit more depth to it. So I'm going to take that same dark gray Power color, which was this one right here, and I'm going to take a Carity E25 brush. It's just a really thin kind of detailed brush like that. So I'm going to take that and put it right into my crease, and if I need to carve out a little bit more of the crease again, that is totally fine. I just feel like I need more depth in there. I'm going to take Celebrity Skin and go right on top of it just to make it more of a cool toned. Actually, I should have done this before I carved out my inner corner, but that's okay. If I were you guys, I would do it before, for sure. So I obviously just covered everything up that I just did with the concealer. So I want to go back in and carve out the lid one more time now that I have the depth that I actually like in there. Adjusted the crease and everything. We are going in with one of my favorite shades inside of this palette, which is Crystal Flesh, which is this one right here. It's like a silvery, pinky, gold type of color. It's nothing I've ever seen before in any eyeshadow palette, so I just really love how different it is. This shade is really pigmented without Fix Plus, but for the sake that I have my foundation already on, I don't want any fallout on my face, so I'm gonna go ahead and, that's so weird, I can see myself. I need to move my camera. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray that down and take that. There you go. Now you guys can see just how beautiful that shade is right there. So it's just a really pretty like champagne pink color, and I'm honestly just obsessed. It's like the perfect everyday shimmer shade. I love it. Now to tie this whole look together, I'm gonna go in with Cullinan, which is another one of my favorites, this white shade right here in the corner. I'm sorry, this palette is so awkward to hold and I have no idea how to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take that right here just to make everything pop. Oh, that is so pretty, oh my gosh. If you guys have been to my channel, you already know these are my favorite lashes. These are the bold face lashes in the style Worth It. I love them so much. These are the ones that I wore with my last Jeffree Star look. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on off camera real quick. We'll come back and do the lips and we'll be done. I'm gonna be so annoying to you guys right now. If you have been to my channel before, you know my obsession with Jeffree Star, I'm Nude. And there's just nothing else that I would pair this eye look with than Jeffree Star, I'm Nude. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry. It's happening. So I'm going to use my LA Girl Ultimate Intense Stay Auto Lip Liner in the shade Nonstop Nude. I did the same exact, this is sad, whatever. I do this every time. Hello?
Hi, Tiffany.
Hey.
About 15 minutes away.
Honestly, I don't want to hear it. There's no denying this lip goes perfect. So I think I'm gonna top it off with this Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. This is, I think they're gloss. This is in the shade Caught You Bare Naked, and it's a very cool toned lip color. So I'm gonna top this sucker off. Wow, that's really cool toned. Actually, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm too scared. I don't want to ruin it. So this completes today's look using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blue Blood eyeshadow palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this little twist that I did using this palette. I know that I personally haven't seen a neutral look because, of course, it is a blue eyeshadow palette and everybody's been using all the colorful shades and I did too. I couldn't help myself, but when I started doing this look right here, I just fell in love with it and I had to show you guys that even though, you know, if you're thinking of getting this because you really like the blues, but you're like, I don't know how much I'll actually get use out of it, girl, I'm gonna do this look every single day for the rest of my life, so I'm gonna get my use out of this, don't you worry. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. If you guys did end up enjoying watching today's video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm really trying to grow here on YouTube and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me so far. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and once again, thank you. Bye.